Hi everyone, in this video we have to graph the function h of x equals 8 plus log base 2 of x. So if we were just graphing log base 2 of x, the idea is that we have this memorized. So it has a vertical asymptote at 0 and it looks like this. So you want to have that memorized. So whenever you're doing one of these graphing problems, you want to start with this picture. Okay, so you start with this picture, and then you have to figure out what's happening in the problem. So in this case, we're adding 8 to the logarithm, so we're going to go up. So we're going to go up 8. So if it was like negative 8 plus log base 2 of x, it'd be down 8. It could be down 8. And if it was like log base 2 of x plus 8, it would be left 8, because it's backwards, right? When you add to the x, it's backwards. And say it was log base 2 of x minus 8. In this case, it would be right 8. In this case, though, it's up 8. So we're going to take this picture, and we're going to go up by 8. So I'm going to redraw the y-axis and redraw the x-axis. So when you go up by 8, it's not going to affect the vertical asymptote. It's going to stay in the same place. Okay, it's in the same place. And it's just kind of it's going to move the graph up by 8. That's all it's going to do. Okay. So now we just have to enter that into the homework. So I'm going to click where it says click to enlarge graph. And I'm going to click the logarithmic tool. It's this one right here. Notice the solid line is picked. You want it to be solid. And then you can click anywhere on the graph. So I'm going to left click one time. And we're going up 8. So when you go up and down, that's a vertical. So moving up and down is vertical. If it's left and right, it's horizontal. So a vertical shift should be 8. So I'm going to click 8. Okay, and then to get out of this window, I have to close it. So let's see what happens. So I'm not sure if it actually shifted up 8. It doesn't look like it, right? But I think when we hit save, it's going to do it for us. So let's try it. Yep, see, it shifts up by 8. Then you got to go back. Okay, you got to go back, do it again, and now you have to enter the asymptote. So the asymptote is a dotted line, and then it's a line. So you got to pick both, the line and the dotted line. And it's at 0. It's at x equals 0. So I'm going to click here and then move around and make sure it's vertical. Boom. And click Save. Good stuff. There it is. I'm going to hit Check Answer. And that's it. It wants the equation of the vertical asymptote. That's x equals 0. It's always x equals for vertical lines. And it's always 0 by default. So we went up by 8, so it didn't affect it. If we would have gone left or right, then this could have changed. The domain starts at the asymptote, so 0 to infinity, and it's always a parentheses here because it never actually touches that dotted line. So 0 to infinity. And the range is always all real numbers for logs. It's negative infinity to infinity. From the bottom up, every possible y value is being achieved. So negative infinity to infinity. And that's it. I hope that made sense.